40,000 care workers ended up being sacked or losing their jobs as a result of refusing the COVID jab, even though many of them had worked throughout the pandemic and had already had COVID. Well, now the Together campaign, who've campaigned against vaccine passports, against lockdown and the like, they've called on the new Health Secretary and Deputy Prime Minister Therese Coffey to apologise and to reinstate those care workers. Well, Alan Miller is founder of the Together Declaration campaign and joins us. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Julia.
Thank you so much for joining us. Probably some of the toughest jobs during lockdown, who we were supposedly clapping for and banging pots and pans for, they were the people who were, I suppose, most punished by this policy, weren't they?
Over 40,000 people, very brave and courageous, all the way through, putting themselves on the line. Then they were told if they didn't get the jab, they wouldn't have a job. This is not just about rectifying something from the past, although that's very important. We now see that over 13,000 people are not being released from beds. You've got a bed blocking situation in the NHS because they just cannot go into care.
Yeah.
With 165,000 shortages in care work, we know that people that had 10, 15, 20 years of experience, irreplaceable. And so this is an opportunity now for Liz Truss and for Therese Coffey, for the new government, to be able to say, look, whatever's happened in the past, we need to get this sorted. There's a practical solution to this. There needs to be an apology, but really importantly, there needs to be compensation for the period and they can reinstate them.
Yeah.
That would have an immediate impact now. It's an opportunity for them to come out and do the right thing. That's why the Together Declaration, we've already got over 20,000 signatures in less than...
And I'm one of those.
Well done. Thank you, Julia.
No, thank you for putting it together.
Regardless of what your views are, we've always said we've had people that are vaccinated and non-vaccinated. It was never about that. This was always about choice. What we now need is we need Therese Coffey to come out and actually say we're sorry that this has happened. We're actually going to compensate the workers and we want to get them back into care work. That would be a very sensible, partial solution. There are still enormous challenges from both the lockdown and the COVID-only policy, but this would be a very good step to do it. And it's got a wide appeal and support from the public. We know that people do not think this was acceptable, and we need to get it resolved.